What's going on, everyone? So yesterday we got news that the Los Angeles Lakers are expected to get Gabe Vincent back on the Brooklyn Nets game. That would be huge, right? Start getting some defensive pieces back at that point. We'd only be missing Jared Vanderbilt as well as Christian Wood. Jared Vanderbilt, we need back desperately, especially come playoff time. He's just so valuable. I mean, you can make an argument that he's like our fourth most important player, right? I just think this season, again, just this season, because I know people feel like Austin Reeves is it, but there's no question D'Lo's been the better player this year. I think LeBron James and Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell for his playmaking, his scoring ability, primarily his shooting. And then I think Jared Vanderbilt is just as important. Like his defense, his ability to rebound, his ability to just impact both sides of the basketball is just so important, so significant. But a good step in the right direction is bringing back Gabe Vincent, because our big problem right now, not the offense. We've been incredible offensively. Right? We've been like second in total efficiency, like first in total poise, top 7 in three-point percentage, although we're like last in three-point attempts. Like the offense has been just historically great. Right? I mean, as far as starting units go, we have the most points scored since like the 76, 77, or most points averaged since the 76, 77 season, which is, again, Rui, D'Lo, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis with that 5-out offense, that free-flowing. Offensively, they are excellent. No questions, no doubts, no concern on the offensive side. Right now, the Lakers are basically just outscoring teams. Right? It's the defensive side that is a real question and a real concern, and it has been a real kind of like, is this going to be sustainable come the playoffs? Right? One of the big things that I've talked about on several occasions, whether it's through live streams or these types of videos, is how will this starting five translate come the postseason? I have the concerns that certain matchups where they have multiple guys that can target us on the defensive side of things, all of a sudden we start having troubles and we start losing. Right? Think of teams like Denver, the Warriors, right? When Andrew Wiggins and Steph were going off. Right? Think of Sacramento Kings with Harrison Barnes that one game. They also have Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox, right? Where you have multiple offensive threats that can put the ball on the deck and apply pressure to Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura. Also, our offensive rebounding has been a big concern. Getting defensive rebounds, all of it, right? Rebounding, period, has been a big issue. Why? Because we don't have the athleticism out on the perimeter to track down those loose balls. Watch the games. 90% of the time, the reason we fail to get a defensive rebound is because the other team just tracks it down. Right? It's a long rebound off of the three. Our guys are trying to get to the ball. We're just not quick enough. Right? Because you got D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and Rui Hachimura. They're not really models for athleticism and foot speed. So my concern is, will this historically great offense translate in the playoffs when things are much tighter? The way that teams orchestrate their defense and kind of run their defensive sets become very kind of tighter and more calculated. I just have my concerns. And then on the other side, can we get the stops necessary to build leads or maintain leads and whatnot? It's a real concern. Maybe it won't be a problem at all. Maybe the Lakers will be fine, right? But we've seen on several occasions, the Phoenix Suns game, again, the Sacramento Kings game, even on some of these other games that we've won, where the Lakers go on these like droughts and we're in trouble, right? It becomes a real problem because we can't stop anybody. Right? Previous game, right? This Grizzlies, you have 27 points. All of a sudden, we can't buy a bucket. But here's the problem. We can't stop anybody to prevent them from getting a bucket. So now all of a sudden that 27-point lead dwindles down to 7. And you're just like, don't have that collapse. But then our offense pieces come in, our offense starts picking back up, and boom, you see the pull away again. Right? So that is a real concern for me. But with Gabe Vincent coming back, my hope is with this Lakers team is we can start shaping and kind of molding our defensive identity. We got Cam Reddish back. And I know he's looked a little rough. I know he's looked a little shaky at times, but give him some time. He just got back. Right? He came back, then was out of the lineup the next game, then came back again for like 4 minutes, and then he was out again. Like, he's trying to get right. He's trying to get healthy. He's not a guy you're looking to lean on heavily anyway, but he is going to be so important and so valuable come the playoffs in particular. Let's use an example. Let's say we play the Denver Nuggets, right? You got to face Jamal Murray. Let's say everybody's back, right? Even Jared Vanderbilt. Say we move Jared Vanderbilt into the starting unit, right? Well, you have Jared Vanderbilt to defend Jamal Murray. Okay, well, Vando needs to get some rest. Okay, let's put him to the bench. Okay, let's throw Cam Reddish at him. Okay, Cam Reddish, boom. Let's throw Gabe Vincent at him. Okay, boom. Let's throw Spencer Dinwiddie at him. Jamal Murray's only one guy. He just had to go and get 4 different looks. And you could even throw LeBron or, whoever else you need to. Austin Reeves at times, right? The idea is to wear him down over the course of a 7-game series, right? The idea is you get different looks, different athleticisms, different skill sets, different physicalities, and you just wear him down because he's one guy you constantly have these fresh legs. To have a guy like Cam Reddish, 6'8", 7'2" wingspan, athletic, right? You can throw him on the court. He can defend multiple guys. He can switch on multiple guys. He can be physical, give a hard playoff foul, right? Those are very valuable. And he's not going to be this huge fixture. He's not Jared Vanderbilt, so he's not going to have this total impact to the level that Jared Vanderbilt will, but he can still be very impactful on a smaller scale. Same thing with Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent comes back. He's a legit two-way guy. A guy that can initiate the offense. He's a guy that can defend. He's a guy that can, make plays. He's a guy that can hit the three-point shot, play on ball, play off ball. That's the biggest key, is his ability to play off ball. Because you have D'Angelo Russell, you have Spencer Dinwiddie, Austin Reeves even at times, even though I'm not really big on him being the main ball handler, but nonetheless, Austin Reeves, LeBron James. To have a guy in Gabe Vincent who can initiate the offense, hand it off, and then be a constant threat moving without the basketball, be a spot-up three-point shooter, that's huge. You even saw it with Miami last year. They ran a lot of Kyle Lowry along with Gabe Vincent for that, because Gabe is so good playing off ball. That's another look. So now you got that point of attack, that defensive guy, but also a guy that isn't an offensive liability, or hopefully he was in the 5 games that he played for us. But the idea is that he gets back to kind of being what he was last year. Then all of a sudden you have a legit defensive point of attack guy that can play alongside any of our guards. And on top of that, he can knock down the open shot. And then obviously if you get Jared Vanderbilt back, well, now sky's the limit. Because now you have literally an elite, arguably one of, if not the best, on-ball perimeter defenders in the league, just being a pest. We can have an entire defensive unit at the end of a game. Say game's tight, you got to get a stop, right? Like that one Milwaukee Bucks game, not this recent one, but the previous one, the one where D'Lo went off for like 44 and Spencer Dinwiddie got the block on Damian Lillard, right? Well, now in a game like that, let's say it's in the playoffs, you could go with like a Gabe Vincent, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jared Vanderbilt, Cam Reddish, and Anthony Davis. Or if you need to have 2 bigs out there, right? You go Jackson Hayes and Anthony Davis. Got an old defensive lineup. Everyone can switch. Everyone can rotate. Got good size still, right? Because you have Jared Vanderbilt, 6'8", right? You got, or 6'8", 6'9", right? Got Spencer Dinwiddie, who's 6'6", Gabe Vincent, 6'3". Right? You got, if you have Cam Reddish, he's 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. Got Anthony Davis. Then if you need another big man, Jackson Hayes, right? And you just swap out Cam Reddish. You got that defensive unit to pair alongside, and then you can kind of also balance out nice little looks, right? You can have a D'Lo and Spence, and Austin Reeves and Vincent, right? You can have a defensive guard out on the perimeter along with a defensive perimeter wing, and then also Anthony Davis down low. Now you have a nice balance of the defensive side. Maybe have like a D'Lo, say D'Lo, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Jared Vanderbilt with Rui or LeBron and Anthony Davis. It's a nice balance. You got D'Lo with his ability to score and play make. You got, let's say, Spencer Dinwiddie. He could do the same thing, score and play make. You got, let's say, Rui in this scenario. Rui, he's shooting 42% from three-point range. Put the ball on the deck. Anthony Davis and then Jared Vanderbilt. Lakers are doing a good job making him serviceable. We can find our defensive identity. That would be massive. Have some more balanced, structured lineups. Good luck. Good luck beating this Lakers team. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? Are you excited that Gabe Vincent coming back, kind of like the first piece on the defensive end? Do you feel like, hey, everything's starting to really take shape, really find our defensive identity? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.